WIP Wednesdays. Wowwy'z Workshop. How you doing, everybody? Welcome. Welcome to the workshop. How? Thank you for being here. If it's your first time, this is a place where you're a safe place to come. All things art and creating. All mediums. No rules. You know, that's the kind of stuff we're doing around here, guys. And you're welcome. You're welcome here. Let me make sure that, yeah, everyone, how goes it? Had to refresh. Hey, there is Larry. Larry is in the house. Larry Aldridge. Friends call him Larry. He says Lawrence down here, but he's a friend around here, folks. And we had Grumpy #1 slide in. Grumpy is here. Grumpy's Laid Back Carvings is here. Dad Carves is here, guys. We got Christopher's Creations is in the house already. Simon Breeds from Germany, our good brother Simon, soulmate, I'd say. Him and I have got a lot of things in common. Let me just say that. And I really appreciate you being here, Simon. I know it's very, very late in Germany. Tribe Worldwide. Christopher's Creations, Dad Carves, Scott to Friends. There is Baby's Kisses. How you doing, sister? Thank you for being here. Joe, I just had a little spider situation, so I'm a little bit, how's that for the, Joe. Yeah, well, he was a break dancer one time. Billy is here. Hello, Billy. How you doing, sir? How you doing? How's everybody doing? It is hump day. It is wowie day. And folks, today we're going to get into some fun. Yep. Well, I'm just going to let people roll in. I'll do a little talking, do a little displaying. I've been just doing some hand sanding around our little friend here. Wee-oo. Peace is the answer. And we're going to show Sugi in the background today, you guys. So I want to get all of the little the fine sanding humps and stuff, maker's marks. I want them gone before I burn. Okay, because once you start burning it and getting it to do the Shou Sugi band effect, but if you go in and start sanding again, you're gonna wipe away what you just did, right? And then it'll just be this big, huge back and forth of burn, sand, swear. Yeah, so we're gonna do that, and I got the Kutzall Burrs, Kutzall affiliate folks here. That's why in the description, you see all those different links and stuff. If you use the Kutzall link, you'll get yourself a discount in the checkout, which we all can use and appreciate right now. Kutzall Tools, we are an affiliate and proud to use the Kutzalls. So, right off the bat, which is why I brought up the Kutzall, is we got the Kutzall Flame in course ready to go. Because in here, folks, let me just do a little, before I put it back to the cozy lights, because I don't want to go back and forth and yada yada. I'm going to take away the material here to make this more three-dimensional. Like, I know we're only working with a 1/4 inch of wood here, guys. So, you know, in order to play using the magic that us carvers use, you really got to be careful because you only got so much material. But I think that's popping off pretty darn good so far, eh? So, yes, I'm just hand sanding while we're talking, getting the maker's marks gone. And we get her to this point where I'm happy and ready. We are going to open the door and we're going to start torching it and just see what happens. We don't know. I don't even know what kind of wood it is. So you don't really know how the Shou Sugi band is going to take effect. Billy is here. Happy Curmudgeon is here. Hello, Matthew. Let me just make sure I got caught up with everybody. I don't want to miss a person, a single soul. You guys were all very, very much appreciated here. I call you the Wonders. Wowwy'z Wonders. Wowwy'z Wonders. Hey, there's Rhinestone Suzanne. Oh, in the house. Driving home, I'll tune in about 30 minutes. Hey, sister, you just get home safe. Oh, get back to the cozy lights here. It's cozy. It's actually pretty cool in here. I haven't had the fan on yet, and I'm wearing, it's overall season. Yes. I freaking love overall season. I live in these once it's time. Once it starts, poof, I am in my overalls. You get home, blah, blah. You get home safe, sister? We'll talk to you in about 30 minutes. Don't forget. Everybody's saying hello. Stephen S. Carvings is here. Stephen, my good brother from the UK, thank you for tuning in. And hopefully with the missus on the couch, all cozy and tucked in, ready to watch some wacky wowie crap. Thank you for coming, guys. Much love. That's awesome. And Matthew from Happy Curmudgeon. Awesome. Everybody's talking, saying hello. So yeah, what can I tell you? Let me see. Wowwy'z news according to TikTok. 3i Atlas is still blowing everybody's mind. We don't know what the frick is going on with that thing. And now we got some other things coming on from different directions. A little swarm of asteroids coming. What, they're just coming? They just happen to be coming to watch 3i Atlas come and interact with us? It kind of seems like it's kind of almost like people are posseing up to see something go down. I don't know, but strange stuff going on. This is going to be a Halloween to remember, folks. Let me tell you, this is going to be one frick of a Halloween. You got Wowwy'z word. Hey, Ruhr is here. Russian translation. I'm Russian, but not German either. In Russian, please. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how to... It will come back after, sir. I know that all my lives get dubbed afterwards. So I'm sorry, unless there's something I should have turned on, but I don't know. Ruhr, I'm sorry. If any of my mods or any people here with channels, is there something that I have to turn on, or I don't know. But I have auto dubbing done afterwards, and that always comes in, and so you can watch it afterwards, sir, with the dubbing properly done. It has to be, I believe. Hey, Ruhr. Everybody saying hi? Yeah. Yeah, I think it has to be done afterwards, after the live, sir. I'm sorry. Maybe this is something that I'm learning that is new that I don't know. How to turn it on. But I appreciate you being here, sir. You're a brother. And yeah, we're just, maybe you can watch along and just see the stuff that we do. And my apologies if I am doing something wrong there. So yes, back to the 3i Atlas. It's just crazy. Not performing like a normal comet should. So that's barreling coming towards us. It just passed Mars. And then when we did have our one chance, our one window that we could take some really good pictures of it, they're releasing some fuzzy shit, but believe me, you guys, they know what's coming and they know what this thing looks like, but they're not showing us. And it just so happened to be a shutdown in the government when this all happened. So NASA's websites all went black. Right when it was time to share the pictures, it went black due to a lack of funding. Well, I'm pretty sure NASA would have some money in the bank, you know, for a couple of days or something as monumental as this. But hey, I'm just one stupid pissed off pawn. What do I know, right? And what I just said there, pissed off pawn, watch for possibly a new YouTube channel opening up soon. Yes. You know it says, Dad, hey, all Dad is in the house. Thanks for coming, man. Yes, some weird stuff going down. Weird stuff. And I am so beyond, it's just a coincidence that NASA had to shut down. You know what NASA stands for? Never a straight answer. That's what NASA stands for. Jeez. And you know what? Like, look at my carbon jacket. I got NASA right there. You know? Proud. I got my NASA patch on there. Proud. Because I love space. I love it. But what I don't love is not being told the truth. So yeah, my badge stands for never a straight answer. So, we got people from Germany tuning in. We got people, Stephen S. Carvings from the UK. I like to say, folks, tribe worldwide. Tribe strong, tribe worldwide. And that's just great. I know the algorithm hamster appreciates it too. When they get a pellet or a little yogurt drop from another country, when the algorithm hamster starts seeing them happening, coming from other continents, well, yeah, it likes Wowie when that happens. So I appreciate you folks all over the world. You're all welcome here. You're all welcome here. So, having said that, what do I got going on over here? Oh, we got LaRue. LaRue is in the house, folks. Everybody say hi to LaRue. That's right. LaRue takes care of the music around here. If you didn't know, he's our good little mascot. Weekend Adventures with Matt Washler is here. Hello, Matt. How you doing, brother? Matt is a fellow carver from our group on Facebook. Anybody watching, if you're a carver or a creator with wood, or you do something with wood, but if you're a carver, a whittler, chainsaw, doesn't matter, come check Kindred Spirits Wood Carvers on Facebook. And I'm an admin myself, and you'll see a lot of the members here in the group chat. They're all part of it. We're all a big family. We call it a tribe. And the tribe is spilled out into the YouTube world, and it's in Facebook and an Instagram world, and we're all over the place. So Matt is a great friend and brother from there. That's what I was trying to ramble and say. Sorry about that, folks. Yes. Yes, NASA knows for sure, says Grumpy. Yes, I agree, brother. And may I say, all of the people here, all of the fellow creators and wood carvers and everybody from the Kindred Spirits world, keep creating your magic, man. Wowie is so proud of you. Being an admin for that group is one of my most grandest prides in my life. You know, for the past 5 years or whatever it's been since I started doing it. I was an admin for the Carving Fusion World of Wood Carvers Facebook group. And then it switched over to Kindred Spirits. And I've been doing it for like 5 years now, I guess, is how long. I've known Jordy for almost 6. It's crazy. Gotta drink the water. Sorry. Hot dog. Maybe I will just do a little bit of a fan on there, just so I don't get overheated. Promise the wife, I will not get overheated and pass out on live TV. And may I say, shout out to my wife. I love you, baby. Spooky Doobie. Wowie loves you. October 6th was our 13th wedding anniversary. So she's off all week. She's inside right now doing her art because she's an amazing artist. And we've just been chilling, chumming. And I love you, baby. Thank you for putting up with my wacky ass. Yeah, I swore. Sorry about that. Hello, Mark Tries to Carve is here. Coming in from New Zealand. How you doing, brother? Much love to you, man. Thank you for coming. I know you're dealing with a lot, Mark, and you haven't left my mind. And when I say I'm here for you and I got your back, you're not alone, I mean it, okay? That's all. I won't. This is confidential stuff between you and I understand that, but I just want to say on live TV in front of everybody, man, I got your back, and I've been thinking about you nonstop, dude. Getting there, bro, he says, yeah, I know it's... Here, these are for you, brother. I love all y'all, and I hate to see anybody struggling, you know, and especially if they're a tribe. And I know Mark is one strong freaking guy, so... With that, you're gonna get through it, and you got us too. You got the tribe, not only Wowie, but you got the whole tribe behind you, because we love you, man. We do. Okay, so now that everybody's just getting comfortable, get your popcorn and your nice little snuggie, your binky, you know, get cozy. Wowie's gonna do a little show here. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm going to take you guys outside to start using the fire, or we'll do it right here. I'm not sure yet about that, but because you may be able to see here that I got a little station here. It's called the Creation Station, actually, folks. And you know what? I don't know. Maybe I can get you a little bit better of a view of the old Creation Station. But I am a disabled artist. I have a back injury. So my setup is all standing, and upstairs in my studio, up in the very special studio in our home, I have I call it the illustration station, because I'm just a nerd like that, but this is the Creation Station. Upstairs is the illustration station, and that is a drawing center that is all done standing up too. I do everything standing up because it hurts more to sit. You have to choose which one's you're gonna suffer less, right? So my Creation Station is here, and I've used one of these workbenches that you can get at. I got this one from Canadian Tire, And they're one of these things. They got a bench, a shelf underneath, and then pegboard on the back for all your tools and stuff. Well, I figured out that the pegboard, if you use a hockey stick, an old hockey stick, and you just put them on the pegboard hooks, you can make little shelves. And so what I've done is, here, I'll take that down, but I've drilled 1/8 holes in the middle of the hockey stick all the way down, so all of my Dremel burrs and stuff are right here and handy, okay? And this here is a suction box. Now this sucks all the dust in, goes into a cyclone over here, which separates the dust from the sawdust into this big bin, okay, before it gets to the dust collector and screws the motor up. So the dust collector, when you got a cyclone, a dust collector will last way, way longer because you're not hitting it with all that dust, right? It's being quartered off into this Juanita 4-inch cyclone. So why am I rambling about this? At the creation station, you guys, we have to be very, very careful when we're burning anything that you don't get it inside here, because this is all wood powder. It's just filled with wood dust and powder, and very, very flammable. So we have to be very, very careful, okay? I have pieces of board that I'll lay over here when we're doing stuff. Even when I'm just like brushing off the burnt charred bit, you have to be careful about that too. You can't have a cinder get away on you guys. You gotta be very, very careful with this stuff. So I'll be putting a board over that when I'm wire brushing away the wood char, as you do when you show Sugi band something, which is an old Japanese form. Sugi band began, they found out, they're very, very smart people, and they found out that the burnt wood, the bugs don't go to it. So they would show Sugi band their homes and other things that were outside, and you know, on the getting the elements, and it became this art form. I don't know exactly how when it crossed from being a necessity into an art form, but basically they figured out that if you burn it and then brush away the burn, the harder woods, the grain will remain, and it creates this beautiful, beautiful effect, okay? And it really, really picks up colors and dyes after it's been burnt and wiped away, brushed away. It really, really picks color up really awesomely. So in a situation like this, where it's the nighttime peace-loving alien, right? We could go with a dark blue, or just do like burn it and then add blue. But I got the aniline dye up there for if we get to that point today. And I do believe I got a jar up here that was blue and is still going. This is the green. Oh yeah, I got a blue back there. So we're all right. If we get that far, we decide to start hitting it with some color, we'll do that. We'll do that. We got time. You know, there are no rules. There are no rules. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. And who knows, if I get caught up and we get caught up to a point where, because there's still other things to do on here. Before we burn it, I am going to get some more shape in the face and stuff. And I'll zoom you in so you can watch me as I carve. And that's fun. You know, it's not right over. I'm going to be doing some cool OBS studio stuff soon, where there's a bunch of different angles and cameras in here, and an overhead one here that goes straight down, which is nice to watch when people are carving and stuff. But I'm still learning the OBS, and as far as I know right now, that will all be in landscape mode. I have to talk to Perry, but I'm not sure if you can do it all, if you can do the OBS vertically, but I'm still learning, man. Work smarter, not harder, says Billy. That is right. Much love, honey. You got 2 girls that love ya. Oh, talking to Mark? Yes, that's right. Yes, it is flammable. Very, very flammable. I only burn outside. I'm paranoid and proud of it. That's right, Matthew. You should be. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with being smart. Hello, my brother is here. Darren Dibb is in the house. The Mod Squad. How you doing, brother? Thank you for coming, man. We're just pissing around. Gonna burn this little alien and do a little thing along that. Little show Sugi banding. Now that it's overall season. Yo! Thanks for coming, Darren. Yeah, that's my brother, everybody. 2 brothers, 1 vision. That's what this is. Stevens S Carvings made this, you guys. An awesome logo, but it's also a bookmark. Love you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you so much for all of that you made. Steven plays with 3D printing and stuff. So he made us some really, really cool plastic pieces. Okay, I'll get that figured out at another time. Yes. My brother is in the house, so that makes me happy, man. Because my brother has to face a lot right now, and anytime he can tune in, man, it just means so much. And I'm wearing, you guys, I don't know if you can see it, but I got a Chewbacca wrapped in Christmas lights shirt, and well, because I love my Christmas lights, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan. But the Chewbacca, this is a shout out to my friend Jason, who just passed a little while ago. One of his nicknames was Chewie, because he's big and he would make sounds like he had a laugh like a lion. And so I'm wearing my Chewbacca shirt in honor of Jason Fields. Oh wow, Matthew's saying, Darren, your art is amazing. Hey, let me hit some hearts for that. Is it ever amazing, Matthew? Thank you for saying that. And here, you guys, I got it hanging on our very, very special sign right now. But there is one of Darren's. There's a little of Darren's magic. This copper treble clef ornament with antique glass. I believe that's check glass, and his handmade hook. Darren makes beautiful, beautiful art, you guys. And I have that hanging up here because it stands for sing, and it just means for you to sing your song, sing your soul's song in this world, to speak your voice, produce your art, make your mark. That's what the sing ornament stands for. Love you, brother. Yeah, totally. Hey, Tarek is in the house. How you doing, Tarek? How? Joe! Another kindred spirit brother. Thanks for coming, man. Got a bunch of them in the house tonight. I wonder how the rest of the admins are doing. I don't know if Claire will come in tonight. Claire's in France, as a lot of you guys know. And it's very, very late there. And so sometimes, she's watching, but she can't even, interact very much because the hubby's asleep while she's watching. But I understand that, sister. It's so late. Thank you for coming, Tarek. Yo! So, I guess, better get moving before you guys start moving along. You guys want to see some freaking art here. So, first thing, I am going to take my Kutzall Flame in Coarse. Before I get too far into that, I'm going to take you guys over here with the magic of movies. Okay? Be very careful. I got a new mount for my phone, and it's magnetic. And it doesn't attach like the old, like these ones. Where is it? Yeah, oh my goodness. I'm used to using these, right? And you screw them on, and once they're in there, they're on there. But my new phone is big. So if I'm in vertical, you guys need to hear all this, but I just like to share. When you're in vertical with the iPhone 16 Max, it goes all the way down to here, okay? It's it fills this whole spot up, so you can't have a phone, a cord plugged in while I'm on live, because your phone does get drained quite quick. So, because my phone is big and weird, and it has new buttons in new places. So these are kind of not obsolete completely. You can kind of put it into one, but they don't mash with an iPhone 16 Max very well. So I got a new one that's magnetic, and that's what's on the tripod. But if you move around the tripod and then put it down, you just set it down with a good set, it'll fall off the connection. And that has happened here once in the creation station, and my phone dropped and bounced off the cement, and it wasn't a good scene, to say the least. So guys, PPE when you're carving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, and that's what I was See, I ramble, and I'm apologize. But this here is the Flame Burr, the Kutzall course, okay? I'm going to take that, and I'm just going to no frickin' around. I'm going to get in here and get more in these. And like a good way for me is when I'm going to do stuff like this, I'll draw it on here with my pencil where I'm intending on carving. And it's just this easy way to do it that you put on the spots that you want to take away, and then basically when you're carving, you just take away the pencil. And then the effect that you were hoping for is left, right? So around here, around the mouth here, I'm going to do a little bit more here. Take away some of the material so it looks more like a woo. You know what I'm saying? The woo. Take a little bit away there. We only got a 1/4 inch of material to work with, guys. So you really got to make it matter, if that makes any sense. And a little nose here. I'm going to take this, so I'll do it with a pencil again. This material in here, like that. This material in here, like that. And then more around the eyes and get down a little bit more sunken in there. So this has, you know, even though you don't, I guess this would be called a relief carving. But when you're doing that and you only got so much material to work with, you really got to make it matter. You got to make those little punches, you got to make them count, right? Because look how flat his face is. We don't want that. You know, we want this little gaffer to come alive. So that's what I'll do. I'll put on my PPE, because we always should, and we always do it. We put on the PPE after we have done the Carving Fusion spider check. And I ain't funning, man. Everybody should always do this. We'll be putting that on with these. Okay? Turning on the dust collector is going to get loud. And we are going to start doing that. And once we get that to a point where we're happy, we are going to introduce the fire. The flame. The flame, you guys. Okay. Please, talk amongst yourselves. Crash and burn. That's right, babies, kisses. Here's some frickin' hearts for the frickin' crash and burn. We are going to do it to it, guys. Let's do it. Hat goes backwards. That's when you know we're getting frickin' serious. Here we go. Got no spideys. Okay, here. Here comes the dust collector.
my goodness. Oh,
holy smokes. Well, I can only go till the glasses get fogged up to a certain degree. No! Alrighty. What is going on here? I just got to catch up. Oh, you got to go, Lawrence. Good night, Larry. Thanks for coming, man. Yes, Billy. E.T. phone home. E.T. is phoning home. So we're getting there, guys. We're just getting away. Like, I can do that kind of sanding and stuff later on. I know that's not the most exciting stuff, right? But we're getting away some of that material to make it pop a bit better, right? That's what we're doing. That's what we're trying for. And please, folks, if you haven't yet, hit that like button for Wowie. Give that algorithm hamster a little taste of the sweet, sweet pellets that it so much desires. So yeah. And thank you, Grumpy. Grumpy says, looking good. Thank you. And thank you for those still watching. Still watching, sticking popsicle sticks in the cracks. I hear you, baby's kisses. And thank you for still watching. So yeah, guys, basically, and you know, it's not the most exciting stuff to watch, but what I'm doing here is taking a little bit more of that material away so that it'll really, really pop. The little shadows. And a lot of times, after I do something like that, and you'll look at it after, it's like, well, it looks just the same as it was before. And that's true, but I don't know. I guess what the point is that it matters to the maker, right? And to some people that appreciate all the work you put into it, but I guess that's what the point is, that matters to me. So I go until I say, yep, that's where you want it. Now I'll just get some of these crazy scratches down. And then, guys, we're going to start burning. We are going to start burning. Because I can always sand and work on the face on my own time too, right? As long as I don't F up and hit all the Sugi band work that we put into her today. Okay, so let me just get caught up here. Black Widow Woodworking is here. Oh, Baby's Kisses says you can see it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right, Baby's Kisses? It's those little touches, right? Those little touches can make all the difference. But yeah, I'm not going to go too crazy in here. I'll get it nice and sanded now that I've mucked it all up. But I just wanted a little bit more of a little bit of definition, right? And so that's all we're doing. And frick it, I'll use well, I got the Pete Blair. I don't have my face mask on, but see that bad boy? Pete Blair made me a sanding machine. Yo! Move that, or that's gonna wrap up in the old flex shaft. You don't want a bandana in your flex shaft. But you see that? Isn't that magical? That, my friends, is a hogger. This thing here is attached to a small motor. It's like a Dremel, but about, I would say, 3 or 4 times the size of a Dremel motor. And Pete put it on, well, I'll just show you guys. Right here. This here. So he made a wooden mount and everything, and a big clicker switch. It's just a toggle switch. Frickin', I'll give you guys the VIP look at it. Right there, okay? So, this one here is my Pete Blair sanding machine. See, you click her on, and it spins like a mother. The only thing about this one is this little motor spins opposite than a traditional Dremel does. So Pete had to make me special mandrels that were turned or die, what is it called? Tap and die. He did the tap and die opposite because the machine spun opposite. But this one here is a regular Pete Blair mandrel on a Black & Decker RTX set to low. And that's my regular sanding mandrel. And they're a huge part of my carving. Like, look at all the time you can cut off with hand sanding and you got these things, right? And you just get used to how they work. They can be a little bit abrasive and crazy in the beginning, but once you get used to it, you can really use these sanding mandrels to your full advantage. And what you do is you use Emory cloth, sandpaper. So I got rolls and rolls of this stuff kicking around here. And that's what you do it. You stagger them. I'd like to do it kind of like the Star of David or whatever you call it. And you just stagger this. I would never do it like this. Like I cut them all nice and square, right? I'm OCD about that kind of stuff. But you just stagger them like that. I do 3 facing forward, 1 facing back with this stuff because it's really, really stiff. All Emory cloth is kind of different. And what you can also do, if you got really, really stiff stuff like this, once you've got the hole, like you just kind of eyeball where the middle is. I use a nail. I go bang with the nail. And then I use this poker sticker, dingy-linger, right? And I stick that through the hole and get it to the point where I know is the size of the mandrel. And that's how I reload them. So yeah, you'd have it like this. All the way through. You get it to the point where I just know where my mandrel size is about. And then you pull it off. And then you put the little screw there and you attach it to your mandrel. And that's how the sounding mandrels work. I just wasted some of that, but that's okay. I got lots of that. So yes, long story short, those sounding mandrels, man, they can take a lot of time off of because carvers know, for any of you guys watching that are fellow carvers, you know how much blood, sweat, and tears goes into this stuff behind the scenes that nobody ever knows. And I do love that part of it. It's part of why I love creating. I use creating as a form of therapy for my back pain. So when I'm like hyper focused and sitting here and I'm working on something, and I'm putting my all into it, and I don't want to make any mistakes, that attention can draw away from your chronic pain. And even just for brief moments, I will kind of forget. Like I'll forget everything in my world, and the only thing that matters is what's right in front of me and my creation. And for brief amounts of time, even if it's only like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it don't matter. If you can have a little break from the pain, it's a freaking godsend. And that's what art does for me. So for our channel, when you go to our main channel page and you read our description of what we're about, it says art for therapy purpose and for family. And that's because we use it literally for therapy. It gives us purpose. You know, when you're permanently disabled, it can be a bit of a lonely life. And your art projects can give you a purpose every day when you wake up. Okay? So it's for therapy, it's for purpose, and it's for family. And that's because Two Brothers, One Vision is a family affair. My brother and I create together. And even when we're not creating together, if I'm doing stuff and if I might maybe sell a carving or something, or if something good comes my way, I share it with my family. And that's just how we roll, okay? We're like wolves. We're together till we die and beyond. And that's why we say art for therapy, purpose, and family. And that's the Two Brothers, One Vision and Wowwy'z Workshop kind of motto. Okay, so now we've gotten to that part. Sorry guys, but you guys got to know this is what we're about here. And I'm not going to lie and tell you any other way. I'm going to give it to you straight, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening. Okay, so thank you for listening. How are we doing? Let me say, hey, Suzanne's here. Thank you guys. Thank you for still being here. When are you going to burn it? I'm going to burn it right quick, bro. Thanks for hanging in. Thanks for hanging in. And thanks for coming back, Rhinestone Suzanne. If you guys don't know, Rhinestone Suzanne has an amazing YouTube channel that's really gaining speed. Like I said with Amy Jo, I said these carving ladies are going to blow right past old Wowie. Not because they're ladies, they're just really, really freaking talented and good artists. And I fully support her with the wolf, the love of a wolf, a fellow tribe member. So please go and check her out. She's doing really, really awesomely. Rhinestone Suzanne. Rhinestone Suzanne. Yo! Here we guys go! Here we go, guys! I am going to take a quick brief check on something. Please don't go anywhere, because we're going to start burning. We're going to go in and start burning. I just got to make sure I got one thing done here. Ow! Sorry, guys. I had to make sure everything was good inside there. I heard a big thump, a thud, and a thump, and I heard dogs bark. So, how's that for a do? Don't even go there, Wowie. Don't go there, Wowie. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. Suzanne, remember what I told you? No more hitting Josh in the head. Heck yeah, that's all. I just got released from the doctor to use my right hand for real now? Oh, that's awesome. Congrats, sister. Rhinestone Suzanne had a mucked up hand, you guys. And she's been carving left-handed and doing just amazing stuff all, while she's healing. But now she's back in full power. That's right, watch out, boys. Here she comes. No, she's awesome, man. And I'm not I'm not like that. I support my fellow artists fully and completely. And hey, you treat others the way you want to be treated. That's the way this life is. And that's the way we roll around here. Awesome news, sister. That's so glad. I'm so happy. And I hope everything, your movement and everything is... Matthew Gautier. Hello, Grumpy. Hello, Matthew. How you doing, brother? Thanks for coming, man. We're going to burn. We're going to watch her burn, you guys. I'm teasing. Well, I know. Here. This is all for all the carving sisters. Wow, we love ya. All the hearts. And a couple of the hundreds. Thanks for asking. Yes, Matthew Gautier, how are you doing, sir? I'm a carving. 15S, a carving family. Yes, we are a carving family. Tribe strong. Tribe worldwide. Okay, well, let's see. A little bit closer. I'll bring you guys. Maybe I can. Here, let me see. I'll just maybe see if I can zoom. Oh, I can still zoom a bit. All right, guys. Let me see. Whoa. God damn. Overalls, they got those loops. Sometimes those loops can be pretty dangerous. They catch on to something you don't want. Me, I'm dragging a Jawhorse behind me. Okay, guys. Now, I'm just using a regular propane torch, the old Burn-zomatic. Turn off the fan, so we don't need to be burning nothing in here. And like I was talking about before, rambling, Sugi ban, you burn it. You burn it good till it gets to a point where you almost have like a crocodile skin. Now I'm gonna go slowly with this. I don't want to wreck it, but hey, this is part of the unknown in creating. Sometimes you just don't know what the frick is gonna happen, and you just gotta do it to it, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna burn it, and once we start burning it, we're gonna use some wider brushes. I got a couple brass ones here, like so. And these soft yet abrasive brushes will brush away the charred bit and leave the stronger grain and what's left underneath. And you'll see as we go. We'll see. It's magic. Okay, let's do it. Can you hear me? As you know, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas reference. I'm sorry. Sorry, neighbors. Okay. Here we go. Whoa. So far, so good. But I've already hit stuff I didn't want to hit. Whoa. See how it's starting to, well, I'll just do it, then I'll show you. It's starting to alligator crocodile skin though. Well, isn't ever. It's working. It's working. Whoa. Okay. That'll be the first. Okay, now I got this base that I made for something else a long time ago, but I don't need no more. We're going to use that to go over these holes, okay? But since I got you guys out here, I'm just going to start. I'll hit the main stuff. But you look, you see the crocodile skin? How that's starting to happen there? Yes, that's what we're going for, guys. But I didn't mean to hit like that torch went boof. Look at all that. So I got to sand that off before we get in there close with the smaller torch. I didn't really mean to do that, but hey, that's what happened, right? Hey, Creationist is here. Jane is here. Hello, sister. Awesome. Thank you for coming. Sorry for the close-up. Sorry for the close-up. So, Sugi ban. We're just doing it to it. We're going to see what happens. Now, to get closer, after I do sand off the black I didn't want there, quickly, I'm going to get closer with this torch and see if we can't get in there a bit tighter, okay? So, I will just do that. How you doing, Creation Dust? Thanks for coming, brother. I just burnt my alien. Well, maybe this is redundant because I still got to burn closer to it. They'll probably burn even more, but let's just see. Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna get too worried about it. This is just a you know what I'm trying to say. But I will take it off the hand. I don't want it that black on the hand there. My goodness, wowie. What have you done? Oh, that's the love of creating, you guys. Sometimes you just don't frickin' know. So, now that I've established that I don't really care, and I'm not going to be so nitpicky about it, let's just get this little one going. This little torch going, and see if we can get a bit closer. Okay. This is a weird one. You can barely see it go. Even my breath wants to here. So it's a bit windy outside, but I'll see what happens. Well, it's working okay. But it really wants to get in there and it is working. But it doesn't want to stay on. Oh, there we go. I'll just get as close as I can and then we'll figure it out later. And I found too, when you're going up against things like the edge of something, if you keep it vertical from where the edge you're following, and the excess heat will travel up, right? So that I'm trying to burn everything from that vantage. If that makes any sense. I don't think it did. Okay, I'm going to go around this edge a bit more. As close as I can. A little bit more here, guys, and then we're going to see the magic of the wire brush. You see how I'm going around the edges there, but I'm letting the excess heat go up, travel up. And I'll spin it around and do the same thing this way. Okay. Now, yeah, I don't know how I'll get right up and underneath it. Maybe I'll have to use a wood burner, like my wood burning kit or something. I don't really know, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so this is where we're at. Hopefully there's still some people watching. Now we'll do the first round of brushing it away. Ow! And I'll try and do it here on the Jawhorse because it's going to make a heck of a mess. Oh, goodness. Okay. Go with the grain. If you go sideways against and across it, you're going to scratch it all up and take away all the work you've done. It's working. Ah, shit, I went across. See, I went sideways a little bit there, and I shouldn't have. I'll get into those tighter places with the smaller brush. Well, it does look a little bit messy in spots, but hey, don't you worry. When she's all said and done, it's gonna make sense. Okay, so this is where we're at after the very first go with the Sugi band. Can you see how it's raising? How the grains are raising up? And you see that crackle? See, that went down even deeper. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do it again. So we can really get a nice deep burn on those spots. I'll do my best to stay away from the main subject. But yeah, well, I'll do a little bit of sound in here. But that, you guys can't see that. That's no fun. Nah. I'm just gonna keep burning. Keep burning it. Yes. Yes. Flame. I hit that UFO again. Damn. Oh well. No turning back now, guys. There ain't no turning back now. Oh yeah. Burn it. Keep that heat going off to the top. I'm really going to go deep on this one here. Make sure we get the alligator skin good and deep. You want to see that crackle. Damn, it's hot. Crazy when fire is hot, ain't it? Already. Here we go. Oh, goodness. Good and deep. Now. Okay. Now. Woo. Okay. Okay, now that I made a complete mess of everything, but you can see it's getting deep. It's getting deep in there, guys. So what I'm gonna do what I learned when I was brushing it there is that if I burn the alien spots I didn't want it to, you can use the wire brush to get up there and really get some of that off. You see, I'm just going around the edge there with the wire brush, and it's blowing off some of that burnt stuff I didn't mean. And then I realized too when I was doing the hand that I haven't cut the thumb in yet. So we're gonna do that after I take a little break here. But what I'm gonna show you guys too is this little handy dandy. Now that there is another Pete Blair mandrel, but with this is like Scotch Brite. Actually, this one here is called synthetic steel wool from Canadian Tire. Okay. Then I see, hey, hello, Jane. Oh yeah, Jane is there. She said hello back to me. Sorry. Creation Dust. Did I see? Jane, sorry, I missed you, Josh. Yeah, Matt Carves is here. And Larry is back. Welcome back, Larry. I'm glad you stayed up, brother. How you doing, Matt? Burn on, brush off, Danielson. That is right. That is right, sir. Here, 100%. And a little happy for you being here, and a couple of hearts for all the ladies in the house. Yo, come on, wowie. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I'm gonna swap the sanding mandrel out with this one, and it really makes your life easy when you're doing this effect. My goodness, eh? That suit got everywhere. I sure made a mess of the alien's face. Okay, but watch, I'll show you what I was seeing. And that really helps with the whole brushing away the charred stuff. And it's hard to see, but I guarantee you that those grains are really popping. Okay? So I'm going to do that with this, just so I can get in closer to the moon and everything. I still got to figure out how I'm going to take away the unburnt wood. That's crazy. It's like, it almost looks like there's a speckling now on the alien. You see that? Almost like it's, what is that called? Speckled birch or... Yeah, I'm just... That can really save you time. Getting the old Sugi band. But yeah, the soot went in every little crack and crevice. So, before I do any more burning, yeah, take a moment there to have a drink, have a just a little break here, just to, and give my neighbors a little break for me yelling. Why is he freaking yelling out there? Because, man, art is happening. Art is happening. So yeah, it's coming along fine so far, guys. And like I said, when it gets to the point where I'm happy with the Shou Sugi bandage, then we're gonna try some blue aniline dye, and we'll see what happens with that. Matthew Gauthier says, since I've started to do moderation on like 22 YouTube channels, I've come across so many people saying weird and forbidden things without them saying sorry. So if you need one, I will gladly help you. Well, thank you, Matthew. If you want to help us, There you go. Just like that. I appreciate your help. Because I trust you. I believe you and I trust you. Okay? Thank you. Happy Curmudgeon says, looks like a dolly. Yeah. Kinda, eh? Do you know Bailey Woodworks? No, he does wood turning. Okay, but somebody already said I want you to lose a finger. The result, I've given him a minimum of 24 hours timeout, but he decided to ban him. Oh, some troll. It's chilly today. Yes, it is. Darren's talking to somebody. Sorry. Yeah, there's just people out there. I do not effing understand trolls. Like, what is your deal that you want to come around somebody's day, especially somebody like this who, you're putting yourself out there. I'm trying to make a little entertainment for the viewers. Maybe somebody, but the biggest, utmost hope of why I'm doing this channel, why Two Brothers One Vision took on this whole thing, is because we want to share inspiration and get other people out there to try art and to use art and to be artists, right? That's why we're here. And so the folks that just decide that they want to like troll that and make fun of that and come and try and throw you off of your groove, off of your wave. Well, here we are riding the wave, trying to bring some light into this world, and then people got to come around and do that kind of shit. Yeah, they know me. Okay, Matthew. Well, I appreciate you. And you're on. You're in. You're blue. You're part of the mod squad, buddy. Boot. Okay? And yes, I do not tolerate it. If you see somebody in here thinking that they're fucking funny, and sorry I swore, but you know what? With me, it all comes down to, say it to my face, okay? I'm 6'2", 275. I guarantee any of those trolls out there, if you were looking me in the eye, standing right here, you wouldn't do it. I guarantee that, okay? Because it won't go your way. So treat my live and my group chat and everything that way, okay? As if you were standing there face to face. Isn't that right? Nanu, Matt. Thanks for coming, brother. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Hope you have a great day. Yes. Hearts for Matt. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate you. Okay, so now that I got that off my chest, yeah, I do not understand trolls and people who like to start drama. I just don't get it. I'm thinking, before I get too carried away, I might just do a little bit of sanding with the Peter Blair sanding machine. I'm not going to get crazy, but I just want to see what happens. You know how I got the alien all kind of mucked up there. So let's see what happens if I just hit it with a little bit with the sanding machine and see if I can make all those speckles go away. I don't know even how that happened. Oh yeah. Taking the speckles away. So let's just do a little quick cleanup. It's working! What the frick was that? using my face mask. I didn't think I'd do it this long, but I just get carried away. Oh, jeez. I just love seeing the vision come to life. Gets me so happy. Whoa. Damn it. Well, I was happy. I'm just kidding. I'm as happy as can be. I got my tribe with me in the creation station. Coming to you from nation to nation. Okay. Let's just clean up that little UFO. Just needs a little bit more cleaning up there too. Okay? Do that just quick. Alrighty. Well, the moon's still a little bit funky. I'm going to go on there. Do a little bit of carving. I'm going to do a little tiny bit of carving to get the thumb carved on there. Like this. Okay. Alrighty, that got a little bit dusty. Sorry, Lou. Better get LaRue right out of here. He's in the danger zone right now, guys. Say goodbye to LaRue for now. Oh my goodness. How are we doing to just make sure I'm not missing anything in here? Sophie is here. Hello, So. What are you up to today, So? Tonight I'm going quickly hunting week in preparation. Oh. Well, thank you, So. You're doing a little burning on it. Oh, in Quebecois, Matthew Gauthier, yes, he's, is that a take me to your leader? Hey, it's Until It's Gone, the Mod Squad. How's it going? Wheels is here, you guys. Thanks for coming, Wheels. Yes, we gotta take me to your leader. If you have any competent ones on that planet of yours, he says. Chow! Yes. Moving right along. I don't know, guys. Do I burn it one more time? What do you guys think? I guess let me do what I was saying what I was going to do there. And then, my goodness, what a mess, Wowie. So how you doing, Wheels? What time is it there? Oh, From Trees to These is here. Hello. Thank you for coming, man. Yes. That's right, Quebec, Canada. Our new mod is from. And he asked if he could help be a mod here. And we trust him because he seems like he's from a trusted member of the tribe. So we signed him up. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little quick, a little clean me up. So yeah, so so Sugi banned it. I burnt more of the edges than I would have liked to, but hey, this is how this crap goes, right? So, I'm just going to do a little cleanup here quick, and then we're just going to carve. I'm going to do around that little I just want some more. You see around this here, around the moon, where the cloud is there? I want to get that better defined with a little bit better undercut, just close up to it. And the shape of the moon now is a little bit wonky too, but how can you keep a perfect circle after so many sands and carved and then sanding it again? And yeah, man. Can't be too much of a perfectionist. Okay, just pulling out my special step. So, I'll get you guys back into that good close-up of me carving. And make sure that everything goes gently. Gently. I already explained about that new frickin' iPhone thing. If I drop my tripod with any type of jerk, my goodness, it drops right off. Okay, guys, so go quickly. My thumb's gone. Where'd my thumb go? Gotta redraw it again, wowie. So if I remember right, it was like that, and it was like, yeah, it was like that. So I'm going to carve the thumb on there, and then I'm also going to get in better and just redefine this little cloud there so I like it better. And I'm going to get that thumb carved in. And then we go, after you carve the line on, you go underneath and you take away the material and you make that little thumb pop. That's where we're at right now, guys. Is everybody doing okay? Tark is still here. Darren is here. Guy is saying hi to Grumpy. Wheels is here. Dalen is here. Hello, Dalen. Thanks for coming, brother. Great to see you. Dalen's another person. Go check out his channel, you guys. Another member of the tribe worldwide. Dalen has a great channel. And also, since we're talking about channels, I would like to mention Wheels. Wheels, you can see him in the blue there until it's gone carving. Wheels is an amazing artist, you guys. And then he's a lot more active on TikTok than I am, and posts more on there than I do. But I like to go onto TikTok and always check out Wheels, because he's always posting great carves. He's a very, very talented carver, and he's got tastes like Wowie. We like researching about aliens and the paranormal and, you know, just all that cool stuff in this world. We have the same tastes, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So check out Wheels' social media. You will not be sad you did it. Right, Wheels? Roy's is here. Hello, Roy. Thank you. Thanks for coming, man. Wow. Need to get back to it now. Things are settling good. I'm so stoked to see you get back going, man, because you are very talented. And Roy's Timber Art Techniques. Hello, Roy. Thanks for coming, sir. Roy's another gentleman with a very, very good channel with lots to share. And that's what we're doing here, you guys. We support each other, but we learn so much from each other. You know? Like old Creation Dust 777 there. One of the best carvers I know. And very, very humble and very, very supportive of all of us smaller guys, littler channels. But Josh is always here to support, and it means so much. It truly does. I appreciate all of you guys very, very much. I know I'm a big sap, and I'm always, but these things need to be told and need to be said, you know. And I'm not afraid to say it. So I thank you guys for all being here. Yes, a really, really awesome bear that Creation Dust just did. And also, I don't know if Dad is still here. Well, thank you, Dalen. He's coming along. We're showing Sugi band in that background so that it'll take the color. And then, I don't know yet because I haven't found any. But the plan is my good brother Spike from Scotland, he mentioned that, I'm going to do that this way, yeah. He mentioned maybe using some, okay, now I got to try and say it. Swarovski? Swarovski? What the frick? The crystals. How do you say that? Swarovski? Oh, don't say that, Josh. Creation Dust, you're not Little Beans, nothing. You're doing wicked. And I'm proud to call you a friend. And a mentor. You're a mentor. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, Roy. Hey! Here comes the electric whittler. Rolling in late, but he is here. Hello! Oh, look at that. Swarovski? I can never freaking say that. And I've actually shopped in that place quite a few times because my wife had a spell where she liked a couple of the things from there. My wife likes like Hello Kitty and stuff. She likes Japanese art. She has really, really cool taste. But there was a time there where I was getting her Swarovski stuff. Swarovski? I don't freaking know how to say it. But yeah, Spike had the idea that maybe I could just use something like let me see here. Maybe this one here. A little Kutzall in the fan flavor. The old ball nose. The old ball nose straight shaft. And you just use the end of that to make some little divots, right? So divot, 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 divot. And each spot that you divot, you put a little drop of super glue in there, or what have you. And then I'm just going to do a pencil line around here so I remember exactly where I want to hit it. And then you glue in the Swarovskis, and they can be your little stars. I don't know if we're going to go that crazy on it yet. Excuse me. Got sawdust in the nose. But that, if I do it, if I take Spike's idea and do it, run with it, I am going to use that Kutzall ball nose in the fine flavor to make my little divots, okay? So that will be that if we do that. But yeah, right now, Canada Post, it's nationwide. They are closed up. I went there to send Monty a shirt and some stickers, and I was all happy. And I knew, like last time there was a strike in Canada Post, they didn't shut down all of the postal units, the post offices, and my post office wasn't affected the last time, because this has been going on and off for a long time. And what the government needs to do is just pay their people what they frickin' deserve, and then these strikes won't happen. You know, knock some of that money off of the CEOs who are making millions upon millions and give it to the people that deserve it. And then you're not going to have these problems. But we're in another strike. And I went there the other day to send Monty a t-shirt and some stickers. I'm sorry, I got to get this off my chest. It pissed me off. And they said, nope, no go, can't do nothing. And I really freaked out because we just sent Frank something in Australia. And that's another story. But I tracked it today. The tracking still worked at the Canada Post website. And it said it got delivered to Frank. Thank goodness. So he got it got off and towards Australia before this strike went into effect. But Monty, I went to send Monty's, and they said no go. But I promised this poor guy for a long time that he was going to get this T-shirt and these stickers. So I had my friend Josh drive me over to FedEx, because FedEx is still up and running. And long story short, $56 to send a T-shirt. And that was the lowest rate. That was the lowest rate. FedEx, when the lady started like typing everything in and she was processing my box, I saw the prices jump up. And the first one was one overnight, and it was $188. And then my butthole went into my throat. And then the next one was, whoa, that was my Fordham. The next one, the next rate was $120, and that was for 2 days. And I was like, oh my God. what am I going to do? Because I can't afford this. But then I looked underneath in the bottom and it was like, okay, for all you people that don't have money, there's the ground, the truck rate, which I had to take, right? And it was $56. But it was 6 days, like guaranteed in 6 days. So that ain't bad. So at least, you know, at least we have something. We got Perlator and FedEx still. But that really sucks because it would have cost me probably $25 to send a t-shirt and some stickers to North Carolina. But nope, I'm a man of my word. So I FedExed that bad boy. And Monty, I should be getting a message any day that he got his shirt. His Two Brothers One Vision shirt. That's right. I do get them made for people if they really, really want them. And, you know, we're not selling them yet. We don't have a store. We don't have a YouTube store or nothing. But I will get things made from Vistaprint or wherever and then send it to my, you know, our really, really loyal supporters. You guys deserve it. And that's all. That's all there is to it. You guys deserve it. Okay, I am going to use a little carbide cutter just to cut in the lines here for my thumb. So I'm going to cut them in right now. And then we're going to switch over to some Kutzall burrs and we'll take away the material that we need taken away. I'm just going to make sure that I've caught up here. Oh, so is still here. Swarovski. That's how you say it. Thank you, Darren. Swarovski crystals. Good grief, man. Yeah, Canada Post. It's a mess. It's expensive to send anything anywhere right now, says the electric whittler. Yes, it is. Very nice later. Yeah, a t-shirt from Two Brothers One Vision. I can have them made from Vistaprint, but let me tell you, I've been trying to get a t-shirt made with the Kindred Spirits logo, and twice now they've messed it up. They're crooked, they're off center, and I pretty much had it, you know, with Vistaprint. I would much rather use like Fourth Wall or whatever, but we're trying to figure out how to have a store for the Kindred Spirits, but there's a lot that goes into it, and whoever takes it and puts it in their name, they have to take that upon them for tax time and stuff, right? So, you know, if you're living off of your own little budget, you can't go and screw things up for your own self. Like, I don't know, there's just a lot going on to make us an online store. We're finding out for Kindred Spirits, so, but we hopefully will have one soon. But for now, I'm gonna get Vistaprint does great stickers. So I'm gonna and that's where I get my Two Brothers One Vision stickers made. So I'm gonna get Kindred, the logo for Kindred Spirits. I'm gonna have 100 made, and then all the people that really, really want them in the tribe, I'll be sending those out. And I'm just gonna pay for it. Sometimes you just got to buck up and pay because people deserve it. You guys are precious. Okay, let's carve that thumb in. Woo! Won't take long.
Kutzall.
Once again, it's a cooler day, but those glasses sure get foggy. Okay. Oh, hey, Barry's here. How you doing, Perry the carving wizard? What are you up to, man? Oh, is Sophie off? Good night, So. Much love, my sister. Much love. Have a great night. I think it's like 3 hours ahead in Quebec. Perry, yeah, Perry, you almost missed her, buddy. How you doing? Gizmo looks like in the picture, but kind of created my own character. Hey, Perry, that's the good thing about art, man. There, frick the rules, right? Frick them. Oh, you gotta go. Bye, Tarek. Have a great night, Tarek. Thank you for coming. I'll probably have to go quickly because my small kids are causing problems and taking my stuff, asking me to open my building apartment, but they don't live there, so all sorts. Okay, Matthew. Well, thank you, sir, for being the newest addition to the mod squad. Thank you very much. Okay, have a great night, Grumpy. Well, we're almost to 4 o'clock anyways, guys, so it's up to you guys. I can keep going a little longer. Oh, you got to call the cops on them. Oh, Jesus. Well, here's some hundreds. Here's some strength for you, man. Some hearts for you. Go get them. Good night, Grumpy. Thank you for coming, Tim. I truly appreciate you, sir. Always being here, number one. Grumpy's always here with the number 1 badge. So, guys, to do a little recap here, when I was carving in the thumb, I noticed that it don't take much. Sorry, it don't take much to get that black off the edges. Like I was just doing it with Kutzall, right? It doesn't take long to get that black off, so I can clean that up and stuff. And see, now there's little thumbs in there. You see how we did that? We just cut out the lines with the Carbide Burr, the little ball. And then we went in afterwards with the Kutzall, and you take what's not needed. And then you give that little tiny pop of shadow there. See how that works? So yeah, the thumb is established. Now the cloud on the moon is better established. You see? That's all. Just a little pop of shadow. That's our secret weapon as a carver, Little pop of shadow can do so much to the whole image. So I'm going to be cleaning up those weird little burnt spots that aren't supposed to be there in the meantime, in between time. And knowing Wowie, I'll probably hit this again. Like, I can feel the ripples, but I don't know, man. I just got a problem. I just want more. So I may hit that again, you guys, in the meantime and in between time. But yeah, I want to get it ready so that we can hit it with the dark blue background color and then figure out those Swarovski. Did I say it right? A Swarovski crystal? Maybe? As stars? Sorry. I just had to do that for a sec. Because I got problems, guys. I got problems. But yeah, no, I think it's coming along just dandy. The Sugi band is always a very, very cool effect. I'm sorry. You just never know with the type of wood that you got, what type of outcome you're gonna have, But I'm pretty happy with that. And then you saw how we got more established in here. Just with these little spots here, like that little tiny soft dip right there. I know it wasn't the funnest stuff to watch, and then I have to always sand it and clean it up. But it's those little spots like that can really bring your thing to life, your subject to life. And it's just little touches, And I can already see that I'm deeper in there than I am in there. So I'll be, like, with my obsessive compulsive ways, I'll be balancing all of that out. And then also, I didn't do any work on the eyes today. Last time I established that little groove around there, and I'm just going to widen that a little bit more with the different, like, I'll use my fine detail set. And this is an amazing set, you guys. If you have the money to get yourself some new kit, this Kutzall detail burr set is an amazing addition to your arsenal, okay? They are wicked. And it comes with 4. That there is a fine taper, one of my most favorite. I got like 3 of them floating around here, so I just put one in there to fill up the hole. But yeah, if you use the link, our affiliate link, you'll get a discount, and it helps out the channel. Makes it so, well, we can do this longer. And the cool thing about this is if any money we do make, we're going to put it back into the channel. And since we're talking about that, keep your eyes open, because I am ready to do DeWalt Day, you guys. I've saved my tools up long enough, and it's gotten to the point now that me putting it off is just, it's like it makes no sense to put it off any longer. Let's just say that. I got like 6 tools to review, and it's going to be an extravaganza. DeWalt Day is going to be a huge, one after another, tool after tool, unbox, and then the first, my first initial thoughts, maybe a little tiny test, and then boom, on to the next one. And we're going to have a great tool unboxing and review show. And that's DeWalt Day, and that's coming up real soon, guys. Because I've been waiting and saving my tools up so I can do it all at once and make it like really worthwhile. But I've been having these projects where I need those tools. I need those frickin' tools. So I got to get it over. I got to get this DeWalt Day done so I can start using them. Because we got like a one-handed sawzall. We got a jigsaw. We got another angle grinder. We got a router. We got a palm sander. All parts of the 20 Max tool family. We got all of them. And they're all sitting in their boxes just waiting to go. So that's coming up real soon. Can you guys see this thing? Or is it cut off? No, I guess I can see it in my phone, but I don't think you guys can see it. Here. Sorry about that. Closing thoughts. Staring at the bottom of the carving. Is that better? Everybody saying goodnight? Okay. Very cool. Thank you, Dalen. Yeah, it's getting there, man. Hey, Perry, didn't turn out like I wanted. Oh, well, I'm sure that you're going to be able to save it, Perry. You're an amazing carver, man. From Trees of These. Thank you. It says, looks wicked. 5 minutes after 6 p.m. here in Natchez, Mississippi. Larry's tuning in from Mississippi Central Time. Okay. 5 minutes after 6. Okay, so you're 2 hours ahead. Well, that ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. Well, guys, please hit that like. Gives the algorithm hamster a little pellet. And if you're new here and you subscribe, the algorithm hamster gets a yogurt drop. And they really love them yogurt drops, let me tell you. But yeah, no, I think that's looking pretty darn good. You know, I just had that piece of board kicking around here forever, and it had these 3 knots, and I knew I had to do something to use the knots, because that's just the way I am. You gotta, when you can work and collaborate with Mother Nature, man, that's, in my opinion, that's when you get the coolest, pieces, is when you really work with the wood. But yeah, I can see little tiny cracks of, and spots where I hit it with the sandpaper. So let's just be honest, I'll be burning it again. But I won't take it too far because I want to take you guys along with me. Yes, thanks for hanging out, Lawrence. I really, really appreciate it. And thank all of you guys. These hearts here are for all of you guys. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope that was somewhat entertaining. I don't know. Just watching somebody burn some wood and brush it off, it might not be the most fun thing, but it sure is cool when you get to see the finished product in the end. Let me tell ya. But yeah, I got some cleaning up to do and then get really, really close there again with that little baby torch. And when it's not on live, it won't be so hectic. I'll I won't be so so I won't be so worried of messing up. There we go. So with that, guys, I'm gonna leave this very entertaining. Dalen says, thank you very much. I got my wife in there waiting for me. It's 4:07, so we did the 2-hour mark. I just want to thank everybody for being here. You guys are wonders. You guys are Wowwy'z wonders, and I truly appreciate it. And as does Two Brothers, One Vision. You guys are really, really making this WIP Wednesday show a success in my heart, and it just means a lot to me for you guys to be here. So thank you. Thank you, babies, kisses. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Dalen. Thank you, Josh. Happy curmudgeon, Matthew. Larry down there in Mississippi. From Trees to These. Perry. Perry, your box is coming soon, sir. I'm just trying to figure out how long this Canada Post strike is going to happen. Because if not, I'm FedExing it. I'm tired of waiting. Dalen's Handmade Woodworking, thank you for coming. Thank you, Matthew Gauthier. Grumpy, everybody who hung through all the way. Creation Dust, Electric Whittler. Thank you, the Joshes. Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming. And that, if you didn't know, was WIP Wednesdays. Wowwy'z Workshop. See you next Wednesday, folks. Much love, everybody. Wowie out.